Hello everyone and welcome to another Viz video. Today we're going to talk about the new raids Annihilation. So if you go into these raids, as you can see, most of us are already done. And, it's not hard at all to get to the end of this thing, really. 3.6 million Hellfire Club was able to get through the final boss in a one-shot sim. Super simple. Of course, you have to have Shaw, which means you do have to spend some dinero if you get into it now. So if you are not a spender, if you are free to play, you can go down to difficulty 5 and you can make it through with any team pretty much at the end. It's just you won't get the same rewards as you would if you did the others, but you will get some. And the rewards for the final boss, as you can see, are not really crazy. It's 100 of these, 300. 5 T4s, like nothing really gnarly there at the low level. And as you get up to the very top, it changes. You get some of these things, which is nice. Of course, these are the best parts. Sorry, not that one. Not that one. Right here, the Gear 20. Sorry about that. Armory 20 orbs are the better ones to get. You do get some teal stuff as well and a little bit of gold. But that's really not the point of doing this video right now. So first off, they have the old raids here, the name Invasion so far. And there is a lot of sliders as far as what you can do. And it's doable for any normal person up to this. And yes, I know they're coming out with different difficulties. Right now, this is normal and this is the lowest. I understand all those things. And that makes sense. The problem that I'm having right now with what they have done is this right here. So they decided to make a 24-minute cooldown instead of what the normal was, which was 12 and 15 minutes. So you're getting 2.5 energy per hour. What that computes to is 60 energy per day. Well, I want you to do the math on how many nodes this is. This is 8 nodes. So you're not even getting the same amount. And this is the problem. You're not getting the energy to do the amount of nodes that they have in the raid. And in their blog, they specifically said that the reason they were doing these raids is because they have complaints about people having to core nodes, so they lessen the amount of nodes. And then they lessen the amount of energy to make it so we're going to have to core nodes, especially if you can't one-shot or if you make a mistake, or because these stupid things are so tied into that if I want to change into different things, like say I want to go into Heroic, right? And now I back out because I have to go change my team. And I come back in and I want to go and do my node and I go back into it. Well, it's changed now to normal difficulty. It doesn't go back down to the Heroic. It's now here. So now I go in and I go to play it. I just went on the wrong difficulty, which can change and can give you a lot less resources. As you saw, these resources here, possible rewards versus the possible rewards that you can get for here. That's a huge difference. And I know it's just one node, it's just one thing, but it's the fact that we had something that was working, it was doing fine, adding another difficulty to it, maybe changing some tunes around so they're a little bit harder tunes to go through, or just upping the stats of the characters in the nodes to make it more difficult. They're putting this together sloppily and fast, and they're doing something new to make it streamlined for a certain group of people, and we all know who those people are. And they're listening to those people more than they are to the people that actually play the game and have fun playing the game. It's for those that just want to push a couple buttons, be done with the game for the day, and go in and do whatever they're going to do. And when it comes to events, they just put a few $1,000s down, call it a day. They don't need to do any milestones. They're done and over with. That's not the fun of the game. The fun of the game is actually playing, actually figuring out how to get through raid nodes, actually figuring out what teams are the best ones to do, synergize well together, stuff like that. And they're not allowing that anymore. They're putting specific tunes, specific teams, specific characters that you're going to have to use that have to be the newest and the best only. Nothing you can use from older stuff. I did have fun going through the last node here, being able to play with any team that I wanted, trying it with Invaders, trying it with Death Seed, trying it with these older teams that were, just to see if I could pass it, right? They weren't built up all the way, of course. And they got demolished, of course. But being able to make it through with, a basic spider society or something like that, was like, okay, I can do it with the team that I already have built. That stuff's kind of cool. Making us have to do a special cookie cutter thing and not listening to feedback, not caring what the actual players have to say about it, just a focused group of people that are letting them know because their voices are louder than other people, is probably not the right way to go about doing things. And it's going to upset a lot of players. And it's very frustrating to a lot of players like myself that can only get on at certain times a day in order to play because I have an actual job. So having to get on to actually do my raids at a certain time of day, now I have to worry about my raid maxing out in energy and me actually losing out on being able to finish a raid that should be really easily 100%ed, or I have to core, or I have to use, the raid refreshes, things like that, because of the fact that they can't figure out simple math. Simple math. Like if you just put the timer at a 15-minute timer, it would be fine. That would be plenty of energy for us to do it. Oh no. They have to throw in this random number and half the amount of energy that we got a day, where it was 120, now make it 60 to make it more difficult. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know where they're coming from. I don't think they even know. I think they just throw numbers and throw things out there just to frustrate people and to get people to talk more shit, I guess. I have no idea. But I don't think they know, and I don't think they care, and I don't think they're going to listen anyways. But it's just letting you know that this is the thing, so don't fuck up on your raid nodes, because if you do, then you're probably going to have to either core or use the raid energy in order to finish your raid, and then you're going to be short for the next raid because of the fact that their timer is so short on energy. So, and if you need to use certain teams, like these stupid milestones that they've put out now, you either have to lower the difficulty all the way down to the basic in order to use them, or you're going to have to, I don't know, do it in the first 2 nodes of Spotlight, I guess, and burn on the boss, or go in and just lose out. Because, that's something we want to do every day, is go in and lose and go in and lose and go in and lose. Well, you can't do it with this energy, so you have to do it in other places because we don't get enough of this energy anymore. And they want us to use Thunderbolts 15,000 fucking times. They want us to use Vigilantes all these different times. You use this person in raid and this person in raid. Like, how can we do that if it's specific damn teams at the top tier? Like, it doesn't make any sense. They do one thing and then they do the other thing to cross the other one out. Stop. Just stop. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Go back to the basic damn milestones. Go back to the regular raids. The last raid we had was just fine. All you had to do, like I said, is add a couple more difficulties to it. Heaven forbid, like, if it's mutant, put Orcus on the nodes. If it's freaking bio, then put Red Hulk on the nodes. If it's, or put Doc 6 so they stop charges from them. If it's, I don't know, if it's the Mystic nodes, then put Darkhold and put Eternals that have things to do with Mystic characters. Like, you have all these things built in. Tech nodes, use Black Bolt. Like, you have these things built in that you can do with your game. You have characters. Be creative. Take some time. Don't spit it out 3 months later after you just launched a raid into something new and make a character to it that was actually kind of a cool release for those people that actually spend money. Shitty for those that are free to play, but cool for those that spend money. And then screw it all up by doing something like this with a raid that doesn't make any sense. It makes it so that everybody that is a basic everyday player has to sit there and count the raid energy in order to be able to play the thing. It's just counterproductive, completely counterproductive. So anyways, those of you that are listening to this, just please be careful with your raid energy. I went in today and was having fun with the node, trying to test things out. Now I'm like, damn it, I just shot myself in the foot because tomorrow I'm not going to have enough energy because, as you can see, I'm 19 out of 80. So 24 hours from now, I'm not even going to have it, and I'm done with this. I'm not even going to have a full 80 energy 24 hours from now. And I did this raid, and I stopped this raid. We did it right off the bat. It's got 16 hours to go. So that's 8 hours ago I did this raid. 8 hours ago, and I've got 19 energy. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. These guys just don't pay attention. And it's surprising, being as we have a CM that was a player. We have all these envoys that were players, that are players. I mean, one of them just makes basically maps for Discord. That's all he does. But he's an envoy. And we got these people in the Players Council that I don't know, they were around for a while, but I don't know what they're doing now. They tested it and said this is going to be no good for the higher level, but they didn't mention the raid energy being shit. Like, why don't you pay attention to all the parts of the game rather than just a specific thing? Your job is to look at the different parts of the game, not just to look at one thing and be like, oh yeah, it looks cool. Let it go. Now I can make a video on it and make money off of the people watching. As I've said before, I don't make money off of my videos. I'm not getting paid for them. These are strictly from me to you to help you with information. Once I start getting paid from these videos, if I do, I will let you know. And there will be kickbacks and giveaways and sweepstakes for those people when I reach milestones on my videos, because I'm not here to make money. Like I said, I have a job. This is for information. This is for helping you out. So I hope you entrust me with giving you correct information and appreciate the information that I'm giving you, because I appreciate you for watching this. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Let's get those numbers up. Let's get the info out there. Share it to somebody and have a great day. Thank you so much. Until next time, I'm Viz telling you how it is. Peace.